Good morning to everyone joining in. How are you all doing today, guys? Welcome back to another video, a live video. I've got to crop myself into this. Hello to everyone already waiting on the stream. I am tired, I am sleepy, but there's already 171 people here. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Good morning to all the regulars in the chat as well. I hope you're all feeling good. To Stone there, Stone Sheba as well, and everyone else, and Kevin and Danilo. And also, I've got a new member, Modern Concepts. Welcome to the new club, the club Modern Concept. Thank you for becoming a member. I very much appreciate it. Guys, hello. We're live. We're talking about Manchester City. The fixtures have been announced. I kind of got them roughly on a text document next to me there. Hopefully it all makes kind of sense. Obviously, it's a little bit kind of sketchy. I've done that on screen next to me, but fingers crossed you can all read it just about. You might have to squeeze in a little bit and kind of zoom in, but there they are on screen. We're going to go through some fixtures today, some key fixtures. Hello to everyone. I'm late, Simo, because I had to get them on screen and put them in my own format and basically I had to edit in a format so it was all kind of fit enough to get all your comments on screen and also my face on screen and all the fixtures. Hello to everyone. I am very tired and I have my old Blue Moon Rising TV mug with a brew inside it, so I'm gonna have to have a sip of that. But hello to everyone anyway. So let's get those fixtures out of the way, shall we? Firstly, are you all good? Good morning to everyone. I hope you're well today. I hope you slept well. I didn't sleep very well, unfortunately. But I'm here to wake myself up and get these fixtures on the go. I need to talk away to you all today. Good morning anyway. But let's look at these fixtures. They're all there in their wonderful glory on screen right now. You know when you put them on a list like that, it looks shorter than it is, if you know what I mean. It doesn't like that many fixtures. I know it sounds really weird, but I know what I mean. It's not a good start. As Corey just pointed out, it's a pretty difficult start. It's not the hardest start in the world, but I've highlighted some fixtures that I personally want to talk about. There's some I've missed, like I missed out some Arsenal and some Spurs games and all that kind of stuff. But largely, I've looked at the fixtures that I kind of want to talk about personally. Obviously, the first one we are starting at home against Aston Villa, a team that that's a pretty good fixture to start with. If we're being honest, Villa, of course. They might be sans Jack Grealish. They might be missing a player or two. Douglas Luiz might stay there, I think, now. So I've got a feeling like they'll be happy about that potential scenario with Douglas Luiz hanging around a little bit. Hello to Simo as well, has become a member. Yes, another member. Welcome to the club, mate. Thank you so much as well. All these members, it's great. There's more exclusive content coming for certain levels of members, by the way, this week. I'm going to do a video today about Angelino for members only. But anyway, welcome to the club. But Aston Villa at home is... It's a good start. It's largely I think we should expect to beat them. Hopefully, you'd think obviously we'd be able to embed a player or two into that as well. Let me just make sure this is edited nice and clearly on there. That guy, you could move him a little bit. There we go. He fits in a little bit better now. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'll leave it. I can't be arsed moving it. But I'm happy with that. Then we stay in the Midlands. And after we go to the Midlands away to Wolves, which is going to be difficult. Then at home to Leicester, with a difficult game once again, and that's an interesting one, isn't it? Leeds are back in the Premier League. We're playing Leeds on Saturday the 3rd of October, away at Ellen Road as well, so that's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Leeds obviously will be pumped up. We'll know by that point how Leeds have started and how they've adapted to the Premier League and everything. So that'll be very. It'll be an exciting game. To be honest, I'm kind of looking forward to it. Also, by the way, don't forget to hit the like button if you are new to the channel. And I'm very close, by the way, to 40,000 subscribers. Very, very close. So I'd like to get to 40,000 subscribers today, possible. That would cheer me up after the week I've had. I need 30 more subscribers. So if you want to do me a favour and you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. I'm usually a lot more perky, but I'm tired. I just woke up. It's very early. So after the Leeds game, we got Arsenal. Arsenal at home, the West Ham away. The first big Liverpool game, we got Liverpool at the Etihad on Saturday the 7th of November, which is a good time once again. We would have had a few games by then. But it's followed up 2 weeks later. It looks like there's an international break there with Spurs away. And the first derby is on Saturday the 12th of December. Manchester United at Old Trafford. So that's interesting. Oh, anything around my birthday? Nope. So birthday obviously was supposed to be 10th September, but the first game, by the way, has been postponed. The Aston Villa game has been postponed until I think it's going to be around the 15th or something like that because we've been in Europe, so there'll be a little bit of a delay, I reckon. No game on your birthday, Sheba, and lucky. Yeah, usually there is, because my birthday's 10th of September, and usually there is too, but unfortunately. Has anyone got a birthday fixture, by the way? Let me know if you've got a birthday fixture. Bear in mind, you probably will be moved, let's be honest. Alpha doesn't mind the fixtures. Well, I mean, I guess we have no choice but to play the games, so. Basically, if you look at the fixtures again, obviously we've got so United, the first derby. We've got West Brom, their first game up at West Brom on 16th December. I mean, we should feel confident largely there about that one. Did I highlight both the Fulham games? I think I missed off a Fulham game. Where's the other Fulham game? I missed Fulham just before. I'm sorry, Fulham just before United. So we've got a new team, United, and then a new team. So December's an interesting month with Southampton. Christmas looks like Newcastle at home, Everton away, Chelsea away on the 2nd of January. It's not too bad. Yeah, the Christmas schedule isn't too bad, if we're being honest. It's very decent. The end of the season, should we jump forward to the end of the season? We have Leeds on the 10th of April, Leeds at home, which will be fun. Hopefully, who knows, the world's a better place by then, and we're all back in the ground, which would be nice. Stone Cheapers, 19th of October, unfortunately. So we start with Wolves away. No, actually, Lagan Cow, I think the Aston Villa game will be the Aston Villa game, but I think it'll be on the 15th, allegedly. So I think the first game will be the first game still. It's just it's going to be a few days later just to allow a bit of a rest. That's what I heard anyway on Twitter the other day. I wonder if that'll be actually the case. We'll see. So look at the run-in. So we've got Aston Villa away. Decent. Southampton at home, Palace away. Chelsea at home on 8th of May. It's a pretty difficult game, of course. But then we've got Newcastle and Brighton away. You could presume maybe Palace or Villa or Brighton will be fighting relegation. Maybe even Newcastle, you never know these days. Then we've got Everton at home on the final day of the season. Everton at home is a pretty good game, I would say. It's not perfect, but if we had a job to do, I would be confident that we could get it done. Basically, it's not a bad running at all. All I know is that we avoid Liverpool and United for a good couple of months. United at home is on the 6th of March, which is interesting, and Liverpool on the 6th of February away. So at least at that point the damage will be done, if it's going to be done, basically. Basically, it's a bunch of fixtures, as it always is every year. But it's nice looking out for the derbies, looking out for the new teams, the Premier League newbies in like Fulham, West Brom and Leeds, and then just seeing that running. Last game bullshit is the bottom there is Everton. Have I cropped it off or can you still see it? I think you can still see it. So my age, by the way, Kaushik, I am 34. I'm 35 next month, so I've got a baby face, but I'm getting older, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with those fixtures, really. A pretty decent start to get a bit of form in, maybe. Villa, Wolves, Leicester, Leeds. I like how it starts. It starts to ramp up in difficulty. Those fixtures. I tell you what, that Wolves, Leicester, Leeds, Arsenal running that could be quite difficult. We'll see about that. But basically, it's just a bunch of fixtures. And City largely should feel confident. We should feel confident because we are a very good team. Next season's going to be very interesting. I'm quite confident for next season. I am confident. I don't know why. I feel like next season will be a very different Manchester City team. I think we'll obviously have Koulibaly. A lot of people talking about Koulibaly, which is wonderful news, by the way. I think that will happen. Has there been any more news as I'm talking about this about Koulibaly? I don't think there has there? But largely, I think that will happen. I can't see any more news about Koulibaly. Apparently, City have a gentleman's agreement about it. So basically, I think it's going to happen. We just got to be a little bit patient. So we'll have Koulibaly in there. We'll have Fingy as well. We'll have Ferran Torres, Ake. Who else knows we'll sign? I think we'll sign a couple of people that we won't even be expected to be linked to as well. So we'll see. Nazza, thank you very much for the question, Nazza. Hero, you think if we don't win the league, Pep will go? Well, Nazza, that's possible. That's possible, pal. I think at some point during the season, Pep's going to have to announce if he's going to sign any contracts or not. I think that's almost a given. He'll have to do that. I think we'll know, to be honest. If it's going very well by like November, December, I think Pep will announce a new contract. If the players are settled in, he's got who he wants in the transfer window. Ake's looking good, Torres is looking good, Koulibaly's hopefully settled by that point, if we get him. If everything's looking positive, I think Pep will sign a new contract. Then he'll stay even if we don't win the league. But I've got a feeling next season's going to be a difficult one. A very difficult one for Liverpool and difficult one for City as well. United, of course, will be challenging. I'm going to try and get Liverpool's fixtures up, by the way. Liverpool fixtures. Let me have a look at what they've got. I'm on Liverpool's Twitter. Shudder. But sometimes you got to be doing it. Let's have a look. I see you playing any friendlies, by the way. I'd like it to see you play some friendlies, but I don't think they're going to be. But anyway, let's have a look at Liverpool fixtures. I'm on Liverpool's website. It's painful. Liverpool start with Leeds at home. Bloody hell! I did not know that. Liverpool got Leeds. Who's spamming? Kushik, stop no spamming, but you can ask a question once. If I miss it, ask it again later, but please don't spam. Liverpool have got Leeds at home in the first game of the season. That's a big game. It's a fun game, that, if I'm being honest. I'll probably end up watching that myself. That's interesting. Let's have a look at Liverpool's running. So in May, they've got United away, which is pretty good for us. Southampton, West Brom, Burnley and Palace. I mean, they'll be happy with that running too, if we're being honest. April for them is Arsenal, Aston Villa, Leeds and Newcastle, which is a little bit harder. But Liverpool's running isn't that much different to ours, really. They'll be pretty happy with that. They've got Palace at home last game of the season. So largely, who's spamming? Who is it? Is it Kushik? Right, I'm gonna put you in timeout, pal. It's because you've heard me saying this now, Kushik. You've got a warning, don't spam. It's very, very annoying. Aguero's memes, which is your birthday? Aguero's memes, your birthday is a good day, a terrifying day. It's a very terrifying day. Leeds aren't going to be a pushover. Tough game early on. No, I think they'll be good. The Leeds are going to be up for it. Bielsa's going to be up for it, and they'll sign someone. Nazza, thank you once again for the question. Feels like City fans are not afraid of Pep leaving. I am, if I'm being honest. I mean, I don't know who's going to guarantee the trophies that he's brought over the past few years. But I know what you're saying, but usually after a big loss or whatever, people become numb to certain coaches and whatever. But largely, I think he'll stay, and I think it'll be interesting. I mean, who did Manchester even get if Guardiola goes that will guarantee success in the way that Guardiola has? I know he hasn't won the Champions League, but largely his domestic record has been absolutely excellent, and we forget that because we were off the back of a bad season. A bad season that we even kind of went to Wembley twice and won 2 trophies. I know it's one's Community Shield, but it's still nice watching our team lift up silver. I tell you what, 15 years ago I'd have killed for this season. I probably would have murdered. Probably not murdered, but you know what I mean? I would have been very happy. So perspective is always useful. Our bad season had 2 silverware trophy lifts, and I'll take that. Legan Cow, Leeds, Chelsea, Arsenal, Villa, Everton, Liverpool's first 5. That's a pretty tough start for them, isn't it? It's a very tough start for them. Leeds, Chelsea, Arsenal, Villa, Everton. Yeah, I mean, they've got a very strong... What you're hoping there, we're looking at Liverpool's start, as Legan just pointed out. Leeds, Chelsea, Arsenal. Hopefully Liverpool have already dropped a point or 2, and by that point Manchester City, with our fixtures at the start of the season, Villa, Wolves, Leicester, Leeds, Arsenal. I mean, we both got Leeds and Arsenal at the start, basically. That'll be interesting. We'll see. City will get 114 points next season. Edward, you are absolute maniac, but I love your spunk. I love it. Allegri, Poch, Enrique, 3 best options. Yeah, I mean, none of them guarantee what we were saying before. That's the point. I wouldn't necessarily say any of them are better than Guardiola. Poch would be interesting, but he's not yet proved himself at the highest level in terms of winning trophies. I mean, that's a fair comment. Obviously, he's got a very good side, and I can't deny that. He's not had a good side, not had the money to spend in the way that other managers have had, but there are question marks, is what I'm saying. Largely question marks. And he obviously struggled a little bit towards the end of his spell at Spurs. All I'm saying is that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. City to play Torres versus Villa, easy game for him. Jay, I have absolutely no doubt that Torres will get on during that game. It seems almost tailor-made for Ake and Torres to make their debuts, but I think they'll be a pretty strong team. Maybe they'll come on. Robin reckons City will win the FA Cup final Carabao, Champions final, and then first. That's not a bad season. I hope we win the league, mate, but I will mark those words. That'll be decent. I reckon next season will be a different Manchester City. I think it's been enforced. David Silva going. We'll have to see a more sprightly midfield. I'm hoping it doesn't mean we don't end up in a world where it's just Rodri and Gundogan every week. Oh, it scares me. Absolutely scares me. What does everyone think about the links to Husamawa? I would take him in a heartbeat. I would very much love him at Manchester City. I think he's a very good player with loads of skill. And the exact kind of player and profile we should be linked to, in my personal opinion. I know we've already got midfielders, but I would like him in and less time for Gundogan, personally. Gianfranco D'Alessandro, great name, by the way. Thank you very much for the kind words. It's very nice of you. By the way, 27 more subscribers to get to the big 40k. It's going to happen today, hopefully. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. By the way, follow me on Twitch as well. It's good fun on Twitch. I enjoy it. Twitch.tv/Esteemed Kompany if you want to see me play some video games. But what does everyone think about those fixtures? I'm pretty happy with them. I mean, I think the start is challenging enough without being too testing, and I think the end, the running, is... We should be confident about that. Obviously, everyone's got to play the same. But largely, I think they're not too bad. I'll get United's fixtures up. I'm curious to see who United are playing at the start and all that kind of stuff. Let me get United's fixtures up. They've put it behind their website. Of course they have. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's clicks. United have got Burnley away at the first game of the season, then Palace, Brighton, Spurs, Newcastle. So United are probably going to win that first game. Maybe Burnley away will be a bit of a challenge for them. United's running is Liverpool in May, Villa, Leicester, Fulham and Wolves. They got that's not an easy running for that United actually. So Liverpool, then Villa away. I presume Villa will be fighting relegation at that point most likely. Leicester, who know they're a good side. Fulham will be fighting relegation maybe. Wolves away. It's not an easy bunch of fixtures for them. Not an easy bunch of fixtures at all. Sam Lee said we're not interested in midfielders apparently. Maybe Sam's right. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. Villa postponed, Stephen. Darren, yeah, I think I read a rumour that the postponed games are... the postponed games are only a few days later. That it's only going to be midweek. I might be wrong with that, but apparently I read a rumour it's going to be the 15th or something like that. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. If not, our first game, of course, will be on the 19th of September, but I can't see that. Maybe it will be. Legand cow. Sorry. The Dixie's chicken was absolutely delightful last night. It was great fun. I really enjoyed that stream last night. I also enjoyed the takeaway. It was better than KFC, I reckon. I'm going there. Robin said the problem with this club is some players can be outstanding, but there's no middle ground with this team, amazing or shit. Yeah, that's a good point. I think that largely comes down to experience, a lack of leadership, consistency, and when you have a style, when you have players basically that aren't quite at the level of City were 2 years ago in terms of like players who got older, form's dropped off, and you start to change it around a little bit, you have dips in form for even the good players because there's so much upheaval and so little consistency for the team. So usually form will fluctuate because of having some slightly poorer players, which means you play some slightly different systems, you try and mix ideas up, which means there's less consistency, which essentially leads to even the players who are usually very reliable getting a bit kind of confused every now and then. So I think largely we need to find some kind of settled system next season that feels fresh, that feels energetic, that has that same all-consuming control that we're used to having from Guardiola sides. Dennis, I can hype up Koulibaly if I want to, so you don't tell me what to do, Dennis. You don't like him, I like him. Tough fucking shit, to be honest, mate. I can like a player if you want to. I'm going to do a video about Koulibaly, by the way, because I know there are concerns, but he's still a great player, had a bad season, but you know what? So have many Manchester City players. Bernardo Silva's had a poor season, but he's still a great player. And if people, I tell you what, if Barca fans or Real Madrid fans, I know there's an age thing, but in terms of form, if they were linked to Bernardo, they wouldn't be saying, well, he had a bad season. They'd be like, well, he's a quality player. So I'm just going to put that out there. I'm going to do a video with an Italian football expert and ask for honest opinions on Koulibaly's form. So look out for that on the channel in the coming days. City till I die in 1994. Tosin is a leader. Give him a chance. I mean, I think he'll get a chance eventually. I might have to wait a little bit of time for it, but who knows? Allegedly, he is going to get a chance in training with the first team before maybe seeing what's going to happen next season. So we'll see on that front. Fabiso Chocoza, thank you very much for the kind comment, pal. I really appreciate it. A lot of people, I know I've just pointed out, apparently Koulibaly will come in early September. We'll see. We'll see on that point. I think he will come. I don't know why early September. I think it'll happen before then because I think City will want it to happen before then. I think Koulibaly will want it to happen before then. So we'll see on that front. Either way, it'll be before the start of the season. We forget now that the start of the season is now mid-September, so you know, it doesn't feel like a big deal if it's going to be early September, does it really? KDB for captain, I agree, and he will be. I think we'd all probably agree. Dennis, Dennis, no worries. I will take it back. It wasn't aimed at me. I think it was. I thought I misread it, Dennis. So I'm defensive in the mornings, but I apologise, Dennis, if I was a little bit aggressive there. I think it's Dennis because a lot of people are telling me constantly, Koulibaly is crap, and I get tired of it. Because even though I agree there are some doubts, I think that's too definitive a statement personally to say that. So I'll defend you. Your English accent sucks, mister. Adele Samir is not happy with my English accent. Well, I apologise, Adele Samir, for being born where I am born. You xenophobic fool. How's your morning going, Esteemed Kompany? Ray-Van, it's not bad, mate. I am having my brew and talking about fixtures with all you guys. I'm enjoying it. So, everyone's just getting a little bit sassy in the comments now, largely. I think some of the kids who are bored because they haven't got school have woken up and they're just trying to slag off Manchester City. As I said on Twitter yesterday, stop being a dick. If you want some attention, by the way, just be nice to people and ask them questions. I know there's fans as well of other teams who watch this, and you're welcome to watch it. There's fans of a team that I really like who watch these channels, and they're very nice people. So largely, you don't have to be rude to people who support different teams. You can be nice. I'm just going to put it out there. And I talk to Arsenal fans, to Liverpool fans, to Chelsea fans regularly, and they're nice people. But there's also some that can be absolutely childish. And if that's you in the comments, grow up. I know you're probably struggling to grow up because you're probably 14, 15 years old and your value is based against slacking off other teams, but it ain't worth it. Be nice. Stoned, I am definitely going to buy some fudge later. Thank you so much. And Nicola's actually going to... Nico's going to order some fudge, so thank you very much. No hour to City news, unfortunately, guys. Kian just asked a question. Any news about hour to City? I would love it. I think Hour's absolutely fantastic. I think he's a quality player, and I'd be very happy about that. By the way, have you noticed the chats next to me are darker than usual? Because I set up this live stream last night, and it's got the... I left the tab open on my laptop, and it's got like the Chrome night mode going on still. I kind of like it. Yeah, the colour of the chat. It stayed there from last night's Chrome tab. If I refreshed it, it would just go back to the usual colour because it's not night time. I like it. It's cool. Robin reckons the season will be stopped at Christmas. Do you know what, Robin? Robin's actually raising a good point there, which is interesting. It may be... there are fears that, when people go inside, unfortunately, this pandemic could rear its ugly head again around winter times. So we'll see. Fingers crossed I'm wrong. Riyad Mahrez has asked me to look at February. Let's have a look. I'll look at February. Why February? So in February, we've got Burnley away, which is not easy. Liverpool away. Wow, February is a beast, isn't it? So Burnley away, Liverpool away, Tottenham Hotspur at home, Arsenal away, and then West Ham at home. Yeah, there's only one fixture you don't mind in that one, really, isn't there? I know we did beat Burnley away, so last season, pretty comfortably, actually. I think it was 4-1, wasn't it? It was 4-1 with Rodri scoring a rocket, Mahrez scoring a beautiful goal, Riyad obviously pointing that out there. Riyad, thank you very much. And do you ever reckon, by the way, that players actually come on here with their names, like De Bruyne or Riyad Mahrez, and then comment, and then they're like, why does no one take me seriously? Not realising that we just presume it's not them. But yeah, obviously that game, who was it? The Gabriel Jesus scored a couple. So that February is horrible. It's a horrible, horrible February. CE1, Stephen, you seem to possess a highly elegant pair of spectacles. That's what to inquire is where you acquired them, as you look distinguished and want to ascertain your lovely look. Ascertain, interestingly, it's from a place called Acetate. CE1. Do you know what CE1? Because you worded that so elegantly. I'll put it in the comments the place I got them from. It's a company called Ace and Tate. CE1 in the comments now is where I got my glasses from. That place there, Ace and Tate. They're in they're on in the Northern Quarter in Manchester. Stephen Wood, and they're not expensive, by the way. Only like £80 frames, which these days isn't that bad at all. I'll take it. Alster's a good question about Husamawa. Could he block Foden's playtime? Well, if you look at, I'm hoping he blocks Gundogan's playtime. That's what I'll say. I think it's pretty obvious as well, by the way, that largely Guardiola sees Foden as a kind of forward for a while. But yeah, there is obviously more quality players means maybe someone could miss out. But I'm hoping if Auer comes, it largely means that. So basically, imagine this: you've got Gundogan and Rodri for the holding midfield role. Then you've got for the free eight, so to speak, if we're going to play that system at all next season, would be De Bruyne, maybe Foden, Bernardo, and Husamawa. Also, you got to bear in mind the benches next season will be bigger. So largely, I'm very good, thank you, CE1. No problem. But so largely, it could do, yeah. But I think you look out wide, and then you've got Mahrez, Sterling, Ferran Torres. Foden could easily be added to that equation. So you've got basically two players for every single position. And I'm hoping really that it's just a case where Auer takes kind of like Gundogan's game time maybe. So it could be difficult, but I'm always of the belief sign quality players and worry about it later. Because I think we have to see. Nazar, you look similar to the professor from the Heist. I don't know who that is. I'll have to Google it. The professor from the... I'll Google that now, pal. But we'll see on that one. Let's have a look. Professor from the Heist. I can kind of see that. I mean, he's got a really little small face and eyes, but I've got bigger eyes, I'd say. But fair enough. Leeds, when do we play them? Ahas, let's have a look on the fixtures again. We play Leeds on the 3rd of October away from home at Ellen Road. I'm hoping basically that time fans will be in the ground, but I'm not really confident. And we also play Leeds on Saturday the 10th of April. So yeah, so there we go. 2 very interesting fixtures. Lagan Cow has got a good point. It's just 3 substitutes next season, but it'll be an extended bench, I think. I think it's 3 substitutes, but an extended bench, or is it just back to 7? Someone correct me on that. I thought it was going to be extended bench, but just 3 substitutes. Come on, City, come United, City. The Ketsters, oh bless you. You're only young. I'll let you have that. I mean, if City is shit, I don't want United are, pal. Europa League and Champions League levels is what I'll say. Can't wait to see Torres abuse Mings on the first day of the season. I mean, that buddy, it would be wonderful, wouldn't it? It'd be absolutely wonderful. Ollie's just put, I can't wait for this season. Do you know what, Ollie? Me too. It'd be nice. I'm hoping at some point in the season, you know, everyone's been vaccinated and we're all there and we're all happy and fans can get back in the stadium again. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? That's all I want. I want to be able to go to the Etihad, not fear it, watch Manchester City again. I'm not expecting that for several months. But it'd be lovely. It'd be absolutely lovely if we could do that because we all miss it. And Christian, I don't underrate Gundogan. I think he's a good player, but I think who somehow is a better player. I think Alba can do what Gundogan can do, but with a little bit more pace and aggression. So that's it. I mean, that's the thing for me, basically. If you have someone who can do what Gundogan can do, but faster, with more aggression and youth on his side, I mean, to me, that's just it's a dream. And we all just want to watch football again. Alster, Nicola did that. That sounds. I did give him my. That sounds really dodgy saying out loud, but Nicola, I ordered a takeaway and there was corn on the cob spare, and I gave Nicola that corn on the cob. So I didn't give Nicola my corn. That sounds dodgy, but I did. Yes, I did. Looking at our last few games, do you think we could slip up in the title race, buddy? In terms of the question, let's have a look at the games again. I'll bring them back up. So from May onwards, so the last 5 games we have Crystal Palace away, then Chelsea at home, then Newcastle United away, Brighton away, then Everton at home. I mean, I think that's a pretty good running, really. It's not perfect running, but it's kind of as good as you're going to get. Obviously, you're going to have a difficult team here and there, but largely, I think that's pretty decent. There's only one game there that you'd actually fear, really, I guess. Chelsea at home. The others aren't easy as such, but, you know, you have to play them at some point, as you said. And everyone's got a similar kind of running. I think largely ours is pretty decent. Let's look at Liverpool's running again. Liverpool's running is United away, Southampton, West Brom, Burnley and Palace. It's kind of very similar. It's not that difficult, really. It's not that different in terms of difficulty, I would say. Guys, thank you for joining me for the fixtures. I've enjoyed chatting to you this early in the morning. I am still waking up. There'll be loads more videos today. I'll do some kind of live video later on talking about the transfers. I'll probably going to do a video for the Patreon and YouTube members who get the tier with the bonus videos about Angelino later on today as well, so look out for that. Thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel, by the way. I'm so close to 40k. I want to get 40k today. It'll be wonderful. I tell you what, if you get 40k, me and Nicola will do a big 40k Q&A, basically, which will be lovely, and we'll have a